The Crew Motorfest is my favorite racing game of all time, so I wanted to get the Platinum Trophy for it, but my god is one of the trophies painful to get. This game has 51 trophies with a 3 out of 10 difficulty, that is fucking bullshit, it should be higher, and about 30 hours of playtime. I also started with 4 trophies that I had gotten last year. The first thing I did was to join my friend's crew. She was willing to help me out with the co-op trophies, and by joining her crew I got my first trophy. Another trophy was to drive 5 kilometers in a crew formation, and during this I got the trophy for driving 40 kilometers in the same session. And then of course the formation trophy I was going for. She also showed me how I could easily get up to the volcano with a land vehicle, and that was to use a plane and then switch to a car when reaching the top. God, I love that feature of being able to switch between land, sea and air so quickly and easily. I also found out what one of the last trophies at the end of the video was, so I switched back to the plane and flew to the top of the map in an attempt to escape and not do that trophy. When that didn't work, I also tried to leave Hawaii by flying away from the map. The trophy list scared me at this point, okay? I didn't want to do the stupid demolition royale. My friend also wanted to show me how bad it would be to get those trophies, so she started a game of demolition derby to show me the ropes. You can also find some sweet treasures in this game, so I tracked down one of these bad boys and opened it. I truly feel like a pirate now. The last co-op trophy required 4 players, and luckily my friend had 2 others she could invite, so together we played through a race that we had all previously completed, and boom, we got it, easy. During that race I also had an embarrassing failure, which resulted in me figuring out how the rewind feature worked so I could turn back time. I used that feature in free roam to pop myself another trophy. After that I discovered photo mode, which works beautifully in this game, and took 3 random photos with it. There is also a trophy for flying under 5 different bridges in the same session. The thing is, I didn't notice the word different while attempting this, so I thought the trophy was bugged until I realized what it actually said. The car meet is pretty much the location you start in every time you launch the game, pretty much the hub I guess you could say, and you can get multiple trophies in there. The first one I got was for voting on 5 cars that other people had designed and submitted. I also submitted a car of my own to get another trophy. And then I opened the door of someone's vehicle and sat inside it for 10 seconds. I got my sweaty ass out of the car meet and flew my plane through the hole of a flying inflatable donut. You can also find the Ubisoft logo in the middle of a field, and by driving inside it and performing a donut move you get a trophy. The developers of this game truly love donuts, I can tell. There are also a couple of movie references, with one of them being related to Back to the Future. Basically, you have to drive the DeLorean and reach 88 miles per hour and then use the rewind time feature. I also had to perform another donut move outside of the pineapple shop. Does SpongeBob live here or what? I spent some of my hard-earned shmoney and fully customized my vehicle for another trophy. After having gotten all these trophies in the span of a few hours, I had to take a vacation. I drove to the beach behind the hotel and sat there for a minute, just, relaxing. Yes, I realize I still haven't played any races, okay? I'm getting there. There are weekly summit contests in this game that consist of 9 different races and feats, or activities if you will, and by completing just one of these you get a trophy. I also strapped in to get both trophies associated with the Grand Race, which is a race with 28 players. The first one was the easiest, which just required you to participate in the race, doesn't matter if you win or not. Thank God, because then I might actually have given up if I'm not that good, okay? During the race, I completely forgot about the other trophy and didn't focus on it at all. Yet I still managed to pop it, and that's saying something about how easy it is. Basically, all I had to do was overtake 12 players in the same race. That just comes naturally. I finally started playing through some of the playlists in this game, and in the Japan list I found a specific race that had a trophy associated with it. It was a drifting race, which I am awfully terrible at, and I had to complete it without hitting anything. After a few tries, I finally did it. Another trophy was to complete a speed trap with a boat, and speed traps require you to hit a specific speed with a car. So as you can imagine, completing it with a boat is not easy. Thankfully though, the Ubisoft gods looked down upon your boy and provided me with the great gift of a speed trap with a low speed requirement. After that, I finally completed my first playlist. I also had to chain 15 different actions with dynamic freestyle, and this was a pain in the fucking ass, but then I discovered something. All I did to cheese this was to wait until I randomly got an 8 actions combo with my car, and then I immediately switched to a plane and got the last 7. While playing through my second playlist, I got the trophy for completing 15 Motorfest events. I kept playing through the playlist and eventually unlocked the ability to become a Motorfest legend, and of course I became one. I mean, I am a living legend, so that's not a surprise. Now that I had got my hands on a bunch of cash, I purchased a bundle of cars and got a trophy for spending over $1 million in one purchase. There is also a trophy tied to the feats, of course, and all you have to do is complete 31 different ones. It really bothers me that it's not a round number, but hey. The next trophy I got was for completing 6 different playlists.
A new playlist just opened.
And then I realized there was only hours left of the weekly summit, and I had to use the bundle of cars I purchased for a big mill to complete all 9 events. 8 of them was no problem, but the last was literally impossible. After 50 million tries of not even getting close, I requested the help of my sister, someone with amazing skills in the crew games. She plays this game a lot on the PC, but she has never played games with a PS5 controller, like ever, and she still managed to complete the race on her second try. To this day, I still don't understand how, because that race was impossible, but yeah. Another annoying trophy was to chain 2 bike backflips while in the air and then quickly switch to a plane before reaching the ground. I then started replaying a bunch of previously completed races to unlock 2 more trophies. The first for completing 5 races in main stage mode. During the next set of races, I got enough parts to upgrade my car to max level. And then I got the trophy for winning 5 custom events in the same session. Do you remember the Back to the Future movie reference? Well, I mentioned there was another, this one for James Bond. What I had to do was equip my avatar with a casual tuxedo and then drive an Aston Martin car. While working on the photo ops, I got the trophy for reaching level 15. Why is this weird? Well, because I was level 4, not 15, and I wasn't supposed to get it until I claimed my level rewards 4 weeks later. Anyway, shortly after that I got the trophy for completing 20 photo ops. After that I completed some weekly challenges and got the trophy for completing all 3 timelines on the Motorfest main stage. During another race, I got one of the laziest trophies of all time, to play the game for 24 hours in total. I also completed 30 normal challenges, which is pretty easy considering there is like way past 100 of them. The last 2 trophies were a pain in the ass. One of them was for destroying 3 vehicles in the same match of Demolition Royale, and I got this by pure luck as 3 people with low health appeared in front of me right after each other. Guys, I am so sorry. I somehow managed to forget pressing the record button. And the reason for that is, well, you see this trophy transform into a monster truck twice in a single game of Demolition Royale. I spent 6 hours on this trophy, so I was so pissed off after repeatedly trying, and then when I got the platinum, I forgot to basically record it. I'm so pissed, but I mean, here you go. I got the platinum. Oh, anyway, I'm so sorry that I didn't get it in the recording. I'm so sorry. I'm just glad it's over. I'm sorry for my bad boy behavior. Trust me, I will punish myself.